not gonna lie, I am really overwhelmed. When I was looking at everything I wanted to do in New York and starring places on Google Maps, there was a lot, and I really don't know how we're gonna do it all over the next couple of days, but we're gonna try. And I thought we could start off easy today with breakfast, and it's actually an extra special breakfast because not only are we in New York, today is actually my birthday, and this year I wanted to spend it alone in New York, just me in the city, a whole day ahead of me to explore and do whatever I want to do. And what I want to do right now is eat. Bubby's. This place is famous for American home-style eats. Think comfort food. It is a very popular brunch spot on the weekends. Thankfully for me, it's a Thursday, so I was able to get a seat right away, but if you are visiting on a weekend, you can expect quite a long wait. This place is famous for its pancakes. They have these really big, thick, fluffy ones, if that's what you're into. For me, I've got these thinner options because I know I'm going to order the big fat fluffy ones and I'm not going to be able to eat them all. These I've got a shot. Now you get to choose your topping. I've gone with banana, maple syrup, and I'm ready. It is like a birthday tradition for me. I usually eat pancakes on my birthday if I can. I don't know why, I just love it. This is like my ultimate kind of comfort meal and just the ideal way to start today. Immediately go. They're so good. They just disappear in your mouth. So soft, perfectly cooked. That maple syrup is beautiful. The fresh banana. Yum. I'm so happy. You may be thinking, Phoebe, that weather is terrible. What are you thinking? I don't know, and I've decided just to make it even more complex. I'm on the big bus. If you know, you know I live the hop on, hop off bus. I'm in the outside area under my umbrella. Nothing is going to stop me from having the time of my life today, not even this weather. Now the reason I booked the big bus and I booked a 2-day ticket, so we're covered for today and tomorrow, is it just seemed like the best way for me to get around. It's going to go to all the spots I want to go to. It means I can be outside doing some sightseeing while I'm also making my way between destinations, which is perfect for me. I'm going to get to see more. I love the audio commentary that they have. You get to learn a little more, and for me it just seems like a really safe, easy way to get around the city. Alright, I'm going to put this camera away. I am getting saturated. We've made our way north towards Midtown and a spot called the Hudson Yards, and I really wanted to see this, the Vessel. That is such a cool building. Now normally you can get inside there and walk around and get a lot closer to it. Today for some reason it's completely closed. In a way that's kind of cool because I get to film it with nobody else on it, which is pretty unique. Don't you worry, there are quite a few other things I want to do around here, so let's go get started. We are 0 for 2, guys. I wanted to bring us here to the edge. It's an incredible viewpoint. You get amazing views over New York City. The weather today, the visibility is 0, but the team there are actually really cool. So when I arrived, they said, hey, don't worry about it. We can actually exchange your ticket and book you for another day. I've jumped on the weather app, checked what day I'm here, that the weather looks clear. Looks like Saturday is going to be the day, and they exchanged it for me on the spot. Let's keep going. There's something else I think we can do that isn't going to be ruined by this weather. The Highline. an elevated freight railway that has been transformed into a park and greenway. It stretches some 2.3 kilometers, so you can easily walk the whole thing, and I strongly recommend you do. It is absolutely beautiful up here, and you can't help but feel like you're a whole lot closer to the city. You're gonna get up close and personal with some of the buildings. It just makes it more immersive. You can really see the architecture, and I love peering over the sides where you get to look down all of the streets and just see everything. It is some of the best views of New York, but in a really close, intimate way, if that makes sense. This, for me, is an absolute must-do and a real highlight. Something kind of crazy. I visited New York for the first time. It must have been about 2012. That's a long time ago. And it was right around my birthday as well. I didn't really think about that until today. And I sat in this exact same spot right here with this view. And it was really hot. And I remember eating a watermelon popsicle. And it was such a cool life moment for me and such a big memory. Just amazing that I am here again in this exact same spot, albeit on a rainy day, and my life has changed so much since then. And I have to tell you, I'm just so happy, and I never imagined all those years ago that I would be back here, sitting here again, my life being what it is now with this channel and the ability I have to travel all the time and do what I love every single day. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We've made our exit off the Highline because it is time for lunch, and I know just the spot to go. I hope you are hungry. The Chelsea Market is a huge indoor street food market, and it sprawls all the way from 8th to 9th. There are so many places to eat in here, it is overwhelming, but I think I've spotted something that takes my fancy. Let's go try it. The lobster place. Now, there are a lot of different spots within here that you can eat. Basically, they're seafood specialists. I was eyeing off a lobster roll and maybe some oysters, but I have a plan to eat a lot more food today and a few carbs in particular. Anyway, so I've gone for something a little bit lighter, and I came here to the sushi bar. You know how much I love sushi. The menu looked unreal. There was so much to choose from. I just went with a classic tasting. So basically, I'm going to get a whole bunch of stuff for $32. It seemed like really good value. So far, we've got some edamame, and my first fish course has come out. It's called the Mochi crudo. I don't think I've ever had this before. It looks like it's a beautiful piece of fish, raw sashimi style, with yuzu, dashi, and jalapeno. Let's give that a try. Oh, everything's coming up Millhouse today, I tell ya. Woo! That's beautiful. The fish is perfect. It just kind of melts into your mouth. A little bit of tang from the ponzu, and then that fiery little spice at the end. Just a lovely little bit of warmth on your tongue from a jalapeno. That is perfect. We have some salmon sushi. They said yellowfin. It looks like tuna to me. And then we have some albacore sushi as well. Let's start with some tuna. Somebody saw me in Japan trying to do the thing where you dip the fish side into the soy sauce, because that's how the Japanese do it. And I was holding it the wrong way and the fish kept dropping off. So somebody lovely in the comments said you hold the sushi from the side, and that way you can dip down and it doesn't fall off. If that was you and you're watching, thank you for the tip. You've changed my life. Just a moment of silence. That's how you know it's really good. Hot dog. That is amazing. That is amazing. I'm really happy with this decision. From Chelsea Market, we made our way on foot here to the West Village, and it is absolutely beautiful around here. I love just walking around, seeing all the shops and the buildings, and maybe grabbing a little sweet treat. What's a birthday without some cake? So I went to Magnolia Bakery. There is literally nowhere for me to stop and try and eat this and film it. I have you set up in the basket of this city bike. Let me show you. That's you guys right now. And I just had a celebrity signing. Just saw Shailene Woodley walking down the street, you know, from Divergent. I saw this girl and I was like, I know her from somewhere. It was like, double take, Shailene. So I went to Magnolia Bakery. They do my favorite cupcakes. If you ever saw Carrie and Miranda eating them on Sex and the City, you'll get it. Traditionally, I would get a red velvet, but they didn't have red velvet. They were all sold out. So I got this one because it's pink and it's got sprinkles. I think it's just going to be vanilla on vanilla, but that's fine. It looks like a fun, festive time. Oh, that is so cute. I don't know how to do this without. Last time I got frosting in my hair, and then I kept filming and there was frosting in my hair for the rest of the time I was talking. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Yum!
Can I dance for you? Would that be cool?
If you watch this channel often, you know that I have this theory in my life that I'm going to meet the love of my life at a bookstore. So I go into them wherever I can. This is one of the most beautiful bookstores I've ever been in. It has an amazing energy. It is absolutely beautiful the way it's set out. It's just perfect. And on a rainy day like today, it's just doing everything to my soul. Now, I definitely recommend checking it out, and I'm going to get this, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. I've been meaning to read this for a while. I've had a couple of friends tell me I should read it. It looks amazing. I'll let you know how I go.
I don't get like this, but I kinda miss.
We are back in Soho. Now the streets around this main kind of area here are lined with all the shops you're going to want to see. There are so many places to visit. I even ducked into H&M and got some new tops and a new pair of jeans. Now not only is Soho great for shopping, there are loads of great restaurants around here, and it's an awesome place to stay, which is why I am staying here. Let me show you my hotel. At the Sheraton Tribeca, and I'm going to keep this pretty short and sweet because there's not too much to tell. The hotel is actually in a great location. I love staying in Soho. I've stayed in Midtown before where you're going to see spots like Times Square, and I hated it. It was overrun with tourists. It just wasn't a great spot to stay. Soho is much more my vibe. This is my room. I am staying in room 810. My birthday is in August, so 8 is a lucky number for me. And when they put me on the 8th floor, I was really happy with that. This room is fantastic. It's a really great size for New York. You have no idea. Big television, little fridge. I have a little coffee spot over there. I'm able to get my work done here. And this bed, Sheraton does great beds, and I had the best sleep there last night. Now I will have a link in the video description for you so you can click through and book this place for yourself. Good morning, you guys. We are living out our Gossip Girl fantasies today, starting here on the Upper East Side, and I'm actually outside the Met. The Metropolitan Museum of Art. It is the 4th largest museum in the world and the largest in the Americas. It was founded in 1870, and if you are going to visit, you're going to need a lot of time because there are a lot of exhibits to explore in there. I don't want to go in there. I don't know why. It just doesn't appeal to me to go inside. I'm happy to have seen the outside of it, but there are other things I want to do today, and a different gallery I want to visit that I think is going to have some works I personally really want to see. Levain Bakery is famous for its cookies, and I'm using the term cookie lightly here. These aren't cookies, these are monsters. Sent as a gift from the heavens, from the gods of pastries, and the perfect breakfast treat, am I right? I couldn't decide between two flavors, so I just got both. And we're gonna taste them both, and we're gonna see which one's the best. I've got the classic double chocolate chip and dark chocolate one, because you guys know I love dark chocolate. That is a Gulio cookie. This is why being an adult with adult money is the best thing ever. That is hands down the best cookie I've ever had in my life. The outside is crisp and golden. The inside is gooey. It almost feels like it's raw almost. That's the best thing I've eaten in New York so far. That is the best thing I've eaten in New York. That is so good. Cold brew with the oat milk. Oh, the coffee's a little rough. Let's try the dark chocolate. God, yeah. Excellent. I don't honestly couldn't choose between the two of them. They're both just exceptional. They're both exceptional. Established in 1858, Central Park covers an area of some 840 acres, and it was the first landscaped park in the US. That's pretty cool. This thing is huge. Now there are a lot of different ways you can explore it, right? You could hire a bike, there's guided pedicab tours, guided walking tours, all kinds of things. I just decided to kind of bring myself down and just have a wander through the park myself, and I'm tired. Yesterday we did 20,000 steps. Today we're already up to 5,000, so I'm taking a little break on a bench here. But it'd be really nice to maybe grab something to eat and then sit here and enjoy it on a really sunny day. There's some really iconic filming locations in here and all those kinds of things. But if you're just like me, maybe it's nice just to have a little cruisy walk through the park. After a little walk down Fifth Avenue past some of the super fancy shops that line either side, we have arrived here at MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. Now this is what I skipped the Met for. When I was having a look online, I just felt like more of the artwork I really wanted to see would be in here. It just seems more manageable time-wise as well, but it looks like there's a really long queue outside, so let's go and see if that's the case, and then let's see if this is worth it or a gigantic fail and I should have done the Met. I absolutely loved that. Now I didn't want to pull my vlogging camera out while I was in there and talk loudly and ruin anybody's time, but I have to tell you I was just bursting. I love going to art galleries. This is why I love Paris so much. And that one did not disappoint. Now the things I loved about it were my favorite artists were in there. Beautiful pieces by Picasso, Dali, Frida Kahlo, Monet, and oh my gosh, guys, Van Gogh. They have the original Starry Night in there, and it was a meteor scrum to get near it, but it was well worth it. I absolutely loved that, and that has been a real highlight for me today. After such a big day yesterday, I've kind of been taking it a little easier today, especially because I know what we have in store for us tomorrow, and it's going to be a really big one. I've saved all the best viewpoints until last, hoping that we wake up tomorrow and see some amazing weather. But right now, I'm hungry. And there's one really iconic New York food we haven't tried, so we're going to go to Soho to get it. You can't come to New York and not have pizza, right? Anyway, I heard about this place. It's called Champion's Pizza. They do a whole host of great options. Everything in there looks really good. And the lady that works here is so sweet. I was looking at the garlic knots. I've never had a garlic knot. I've seen them in movies and on television and stuff. And I said, oh, can I get one garlic knot? And she said, oh, you have to buy 4 for $5. I said, I can't eat 4 garlic knots and I'll just leave them. She put a garlic knot in for free for me. It's just, that's so sweet. So I'm gonna get to try a garlic knot. Let's start with pizza. I love that it's in squares, and I love that you can buy pizza by the slice here. I don't think that's a thing in Australia. You're buying a whole pizza or nothing. Got us by the you-know-what. I got the veggie pizza. It looks like a nice amount of crust there. Lots of veggies on top. I'm gonna pick the olives off. I'm not an olive girl. My first New York slice. Oh yeah. That's good pizza. The base has got a nice crisp to it, but it's still juicy a little bit in the middle. Really good fillings, like the toppings have like a little bit of crunch to them still. It was really good pizza. A garlic knot. I'm so excited for this. Let's find out. It's excellent. It's just like a tasty little bread roll, pizza dough. Garlic, maybe a little bit of Parmesan on there. Salty goodness, a little bit of herbs, a little bit of pepper. I recommend this place. The people are lovely. It's just really nice. Good morning, you guys. I am so happy because it is a sunshine-filled day here in Manhattan today. It is absolutely beautiful, and our patience has paid off. It's gonna be a good one. We are gonna visit not 1, but 2 of New York's most iconic viewpoints, starting right now. Ooh. Welcome to the Edge. Now the views up here are unbelievable. It is packed with tourists. It's about 10:30 or 11 in the morning and everybody's here, but for good reason. It's been raining the last few days, so I get it. I mean, I'm here too, and you cannot come to New York without coming to a rooftop spot like this one, and it's honestly awesome. My mind is blown. My breath is taken. I am so happy with this, and this is just the first viewpoint we're going to visit today. So I'm actually kind of curious to compare the two and see which one's better and which one I would recommend. On my way to Liberty Bagels because I haven't had a bagel in New York yet, and then I was walking past this place. It's called Russ and Daughters, and I could smell the bagels as I walked past. I was like, I need to be in there eating bagels, and I'm so glad I came in here. The people are lovely. I met this beautiful lady, Becca. She said she liked my dress, and it happens she's moving to Australia tomorrow, so we've exchanged information. We're going to be friends. I met a lovely Canadian couple who were to my left who helped me mime my seat while I was ordering because it's a zoo in here. This is my first time at a proper bagel shop. You have to get a ticket, then you have to wait for them to call the ticket, then you order. Once it's all ready, then you pay. I have ordered an everything bagel with a vegan cream cheese. You know I don't love my dairy. And I got some tomato on it just to spice things up. Now I did ask for it toasted. The guy said, I don't really want to toast it for you because it's going to melt your cream cheese because it's a coconut oil base. I'll heat it up just a little bit. So that's what he's done. Let's give it a try. It's delicious. The guy just took my photo. The bagel is beautiful. It's so nice and chewy. The cream cheese is perfect, and the tomato on top is so nice and fresh. That is amazing. The vibes are high today. I'm having a really good one. This could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. The New York Public Library is absolutely stunning. The beautiful stonework outside, the facade, inside they have all this beautiful artwork, and it's just a stunning, stunning building. Now I had a fantasy I was trying to fulfill. I was going in there, I have my book already, and I was going to sit in there and read my brand new book. I thought that'd be a really nice time for me, a nice travel memory. Unfortunately, there's no way to do that. It's crowded and busy, and then the quiet spaces, the research rooms are reserved for people actually doing research. It doesn't feel right going in there as a tourist, I suppose. Best to leave the locals have their space in such a busy and tourist-heavy city. Instead, I'm out at Bryant's Park. Lovely out here. It's such a beautiful day that everybody's out. There's live music, there's kids running around playing, there's lots to eat and drink, and plenty of spaces to sit. So I'm gonna sit here and read my book here instead. We are walking up towards Grand Central Terminal. If you are a massive Avengers fan like me, you're going to recognize this spot behind me. You know when they're in the big fight scene? I think it's in Avengers Assemble maybe. They all jump right on here and they kind of come together in that iconic shot. I know it's not real, but for me, seeing it here, it's a real nerd moment. And inside it is just beautiful. Now it was constructed around 111 plus years ago, and look at the scale of the thing. I think you can see it behind me. It is amazing in here. I love rail travel. I find it so romantic, and I feel like standing here just watching everybody and people running for their trains is kind of a cute way to romanticize your life as well. It's also my full Gossip Girl Serena Vanderwood's moment. You know, in episode 1, she first arrived, spotted at Grand Central. We are at One Summit Vanderbilt, and this thing is the hottest ticket in town. It is brand new, it offers incredible views, and it is also an art museum. So you're walking through these really immersive exhibits, and it's really hands-on. And the views up here are stunning. So it begs the question, which one is better, the Edge or One Summit Vanderbilt? Well, it's a tough thing to answer. I think I prefer One Summit because it has the art gallery museum kind of aspect to it. The views here are amazing and I'm loving sitting where I am right now. But the tourists are 1,000 times more annoying. And it was really hard to book. It was booked out way in advance. So if you do want to do this, you need to book really early and you need to be prepared for a fair amount of push and shove when you get to some of the specific exhibits, especially the one with the big silver balls. If you've seen that on social media, I'll put a few shots in for you. It's amazing. It's just a lot of push and shove and I was getting really frustrated and had to get out of there. I hate people bumping into me like that. To make sure I have a really nice time here and I get that grounded present moment and I get to actually enjoy it, I've come up to the top. I've got myself this beautiful strawberry mocktail. I have an incredible view of the Chrysler building. It is just spectacular. Everything looks so blue and pretty and warm and sunny and gorgeous today. So I'm just going to sit here and have my cocktail and try and be present and enjoy it that way. I'll have tickets for both the Edge and One Summit linked below for you in the video description. Make sure you book them early. We are back in Soho because there is one delicious frozen treat I have been dying to try. It's a shop called, I'm imagining it's meant to say Mochi Doki, like okie dokie. I say Mochi though. It's Mochi. You know from watching my Japan videos how much I love mochi. They sell it by the piece here. It's so much more expensive here than it is in Japan. I don't care, I get to try it. So I've got two flavors, mango and strawberry. Let's start with the mango. I went to put it down, I can't. It's so good. Okay, I don't know what to do. Maybe let's have a bite of the strawberry as well so we can decide which one's better and save the best one for last. Strawberry. Both excellent. If you've never had it before, it's just the perfect little amount of ice cream and a chewy, lovely little wrapper. And it's so good. It makes me so happy. Oh, you guys, this is the last stop today here in New York. I'm really sad. It's not often I go somewhere and love it this much. I remember feeling this way when I came here the first time, and to come back now I just feel overwhelmed again. This is right up there as one of my favorite places. I absolutely adore it here in New York. I'm really sad that I have to leave. I don't want to. There are a couple of places that I've traveled to that I could really see myself living in. Copenhagen, as you know, if you saw that episode, I fell in love with it. Kyoto, you know I am obsessed with, and New York. And it's a weird thing for me. It almost feels like home to me when I'm here. My soul feels like it's found its place, and I know that at some point in my life I will live here. It's just going to take a little minute for the physical to catch up with the spiritual, if that makes sense, but I adore it here and I cannot wait to come back again. And with that brings this week's episode to a close. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Now, if you don't already, be sure to subscribe right now so you never miss a single episode, and say hello in the comments below. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you with a brand new episode next week. Love ya.